Hey there, guys. It's Miss Griffith here, and this week I wanted to kind of familiarize you with our vision, mission, and core values that was developed this summer, and then talk a little bit about how that connects to our campus plan and the goals that we have set, so that as we're moving forward, making decisions and meeting and planning, that we are revisiting the things that we're being held accountable to. And so the vision, mission, and core values, again, developed by a district team that really came together to decide who are we at Brock and what do we want to instill in our students. So the vision that was developed is guided by our traditions, inspired by our possibilities, and committed to excellence. Our mission to empower every student to discover and pursue their passion, and our core values, which we felt like were three areas that we wanted to define as what really makes Brock Brock. And so the spirit of Brock was a common theme. It's the pride of our community and in our students, high expectations for all, and service above self. Power of relationships. Everyone matters. Invest the time and support one another. Personal responsibility. Do the right thing, learn from mistakes, and be the best version of you. And so, when we're developing our campus plans and taking a look at the programs we have in place and the things that we do every single day to support kids, how are we tying it back to these things and really building these particular core values in our schools every day? And so I was going to take you guys to our campus plan, which I've been working on. It ties back to our campus scorecard, and all of these really, it's the same. They're one and the same. And again, they tie back to our vision, mission, and values. So we're going to go over that real quick. I appreciate your patience as I kind of go through these, but I think it's important that we're regularly revisiting the things that we are held accountable to. So our first goal is exceptional student performance, and that's providing opportunities for all students to grow and maximize their individual potential. And so for us, we have certain performance objectives underneath that. One of those being increasing our annual reading and reading, math, and writing at on grade level and above. And so inside of that, we have strategic actions, and this is where it really the meat of it comes in, is what we're doing for that. And one of the things that are measurable, we're doing a million things a day, but these things are things that are measurable and we can actually be held accountable to. So our students are using iReady 45 minutes per week to work on learner specific skills. Those are things that you guys are working in through Eagle periods and small group time and throughout the day. And so that helps us to track and inform our Tier 1 instruction, as well as our Fly Friday intervention groups and then other decisions made on the campus. And then let's see here, we have our new leveled libraries. That's something that we are hoping will support you in working to get your students on grade level or above, having more choice in the texts that you guys are sharing with your groups and your guided groups. And so we're hoping that that's something that does support an increase in student performance there. In math, that's something that we have really are going to try to make a focus this year. We're doing that in our vertical PLCs in house time, as the Discover House has been discussing and talking about our year at a glance for math and across grade levels. Are we delivering those particular strands of math at the time that they need to be, and talking about what resources we have and how we can best serve kids. iReady, local assessments, and our Eagle binders are ways that we're tracking this growth, and again, making sure that we have our interventions are in place to serve that. Again, Math PLC, that's something that's an action item that we're actually working on. And then again, iReady 45 minutes a week in math so that you guys are able to track that progress is a goal. Our next performance objective under that is increasing our student writing. And so in that, something that we have implemented this year is our writing rubrics that we got from our summer training with Sarah Waller. And we're going to continue to support that through her coming back for our grade level teachers and individually working with each grade level. And so your dates are coming up, and we're going to continue in our ELA house, a tradition house, discussing how those rubrics are supporting you guys in the classroom, what adjustments need to be made to support you guys as teachers and specific to the students in your classroom. And then our next performance objective underneath that goal is to annually increase the amount of extracurricular and co-curricular activities. And so at the elementary level, that can be difficult because our kids are 5 years old. And so and a lot of them are just involved in community sports. But what we're trying to do is make sure that there are opportunities for people to really to identify with something else outside of the academic classroom. And so implementing our house system should give students the opportunity down the road to be a part of a service project that their house decides to adopt. And then also, we have our leadership team, spirit team, and Eagle reporters, which gives students throughout the campus opportunities to really just be a part of something else. And so we also have our UIL, which is kind of a fixed number. But anyways, we'll continue to try to figure out ways that we can give students more of a connection here at school. So our next goal is high performing and engaging workforce. And so what we have under that for our performance objectives is annually increase the percentage of staff satisfaction. That's extremely important to me because when you guys are happy, then that means that more things, you guys are able to perform at your best for kids. And so through that, we're going to be tracking that through surveys, through our rounding with you guys, stoplight reports, and regularly following up on those things, and also our PLC meetings. That really for us is a good probe of what's going on in the grade levels. What do you guys need to better support you guys? So anyways, to do that, again, regular rounding, we talked about that, and that's huge to me. And then making sure that we're actually following up with that, I think, is the biggest. Our next performance objective under here is highly engaged classrooms. That's always got to be the goal. And so really continuing conversations throughout the year about what is engagement. It's not just compliance. Kids just aren't sitting there quiet and doing their work, but they're truly thinking. And students are given multiple ways to approach the learning objective, and really they know what they're supposed to be doing. They feel confident in the goals that the teacher is setting for them in the classroom, and they're a part of that. And so that's obviously taken through regular walkthrough data, sign-in sheets. We feel like increasing our Google certified teachers is going to help, because that just is going to help you as a teacher to work more efficiently and manage things, organization. There are just so many great tools, and then also for students. And so our strategic stuff, again, increasing the number of our level 1 Google certified educators. We're going to be, as with our tech team, we are working to make sure that we're giving multiple opportunities for teachers that are interested in that Google certification, are supported, know where to go. We're working on creating a Google site with Crystal Harrison, and I know I'll be reaching out to Lori Finch and our other Google certified educators on campus to support the rest of the staff and the things that they're wanting to do through that. So that's definitely something we've been talking about in the Empower House PLC planning. And so we've got some pretty exciting ideas coming up, which we'll talk to you more about. A possible Technopalooza, which would just be kind of a opportunity for students to show authentic technology projects that they could have done any time in the year, whether that be a digital book report, whether that be a Chatterpix to show a phonics skill that they may have, or just hundreds of other ways that our students could use technology to really show their learning. So we're looking at how we could do that. We've also talked about how we could have a parent night. That was a great idea from Lori Finch, to really help our parents to understand even just getting into Parent Portal, but then all the way to why are we using Google in the classrooms, and in different ways that's supporting positive things in education. And so again, we're working to put things together to support that. Continued training in balanced literacy throughout the year. We have Sarah Waller coming back, and we are planning lots more stuff to support you guys throughout the year. And you guys are rock stars anyways, so I'm so excited about what lies in front of us. Goal 3, quality service. That really comes back to increasing the number of parents that are satisfied as community members, and that comes from us really understanding what do our parents need, what do our students need, and what are we doing to make sure that we are changing to be able to serve the ever-changing needs of our community. And so we're annually increasing our social media engagement, how we're using that. We have a new person. One of the action items with that is that we have a person that runs that stuff. So Amber Gordon has been big in doing that. We've switched over to a Facebook that's actually just Brock Elementary. It doesn't say Aaron Griffith on it anymore. So I know Natalie Parrish helped us to get that fixed because that has been that way for a long time. So that's good. Um, Another performance objective for that to make sure that we're doing those things is employing PBIS strategies on campus. And so that comes from, again, we're tracking that through data walkthroughs, our house time notes, and PEIMS data with discipline reports. But it's about creating a positive school culture. How are we reinforcing the things that we want to see on campus? And we're doing that. We're going to be working on that through our house time, where they're talking about the 7 habits of happy kids, talking about that regularly in Fly Friday, in our character counts on Wednesdays. And so really embedding that into just the culture of Brock, in developing more and more things that are common phrases, common signals on campus that really remind students of what are we supposed to be doing, and if we're not doing that, what do I need to be doing to fix it. Again, those are some of the things that we're doing to get that done. Again, we want to increase the amount of students that are happy with it through all these initiatives that we have going on, and we talked about those others. So goal 4, finally, is efficient district and campus operations with Dr. Hunkapiller coming over student services has really been working to align us with and making sure that our security stuff is all in place, that we're doing monthly drills, documenting it. We have implemented our posters. Let me go ahead, have those hanging throughout with a common language. Miss Lane has done a fantastic job of making sure our students know the signals, know the words that need to be said that can alert them to the proper drill that needs to be done. And so just doing a better job of making sure that everybody on campus is aware of our processes. And so that has definitely been something. All of our staff having access to walkie-talkies, I think that's really important so that your first responder team can be there as quickly as possible when you're having a situation or a crisis in the classroom and you need support. We're continuing to add some strategic actions in here. And so we have our campus scorecard hanging outside of my office, and I have sticky notes sitting out there. If there's other things that you've thought of as you're listening to these particular strategic actions that we're taking, or things that you know we're doing on campus to support these goals, please come and put those up there. Or I'm actually about to put a feedback form at the bottom of this after you've watched this video. Put something in there if you think of something that I could add as something that we are doing. And so collectively, we can make sure that we're documenting all the great things that we're doing so that we can continue those processes as we move forward. Thank you so much for listening to this. I know it was 12 minutes and 30 seconds. I hope you have a great day, and keep on fighting the good fight. And I appreciate everything that you guys do for our staff, or for our students, our staff, and our community. Go Eagles.